Welcome back, everybody, to Santa Cruz Hometown Station, AM 1220 KHTS. That's the Gazette Radio Hour with Doug and John.
Super Bowl.
All right, John, here's your deal.
Super Bowl.
The rest of the show is Super Bowl. Hope you're happy.
Oh, I'm very happy. Are you kidding?
And joining us is the station manager of KHTS.
Excited. I'm excited. You guys talking Puppy Bowl, right?
Yeah.
Animal Planet, right?
Get out.
What?
Mr. Kyle Jellyman.
If it wasn't your radio station, I tell you to get out.
And also on the line, do we have Mr. Football on?
Yeah, hey guys, how you
Hey,
doing?
I've never
football.
spoken to Mr. Football.
It's
He's the pro guy. I'm
He is the
usually
pro
the
guy.
high school guy.
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
I'm in uncharted waters here.
so we think. Well, because Tim couldn't be available, we switched a little bit. We
thanks.
switched some of the terms of the contest. Now, Mr. Football, you don't even know this.
Oh.
We've been picking football games all year.
Yeah.
We've been picking the Redskins for me and the Cardinals for Doug.
That's it. Those are the only games you picked.
And then we picked the Sunday, Monday, and all kinds
Oh,
of good
okay, that
games. So we
fun
pick games.
stuff.
Mr.
Okay.
Football has been giving us some great insight. And we've been keeping track in the Gazette, the Santa Clarita Gazette,
Okay.
free classified. You can see the standings.
Ooh.
Mr. Football's one game up, but we've decided to change things up a little bit. Instead of just picking the one Super Bowl game.
This game is worth 25 points.
No.
So the whole season.
We have 5 bets on this game.
Oh, okay, that's fun.
Because you can bet everything.
We got
You
some
can
prop bet stuff.
We got some prop
Yeah,
bet stuff.
sweet.
We did not go with what hat Bruno Mars is going to wear, how many
Okay.
songs, or whether any of the Red Hot Chili Peppers
We're
will be
shirtless. I saw that one,
I saw
yeah.
that one. Yeah.
Does this bet include Omaha?
It does not embed. It does
Oh,
not include,
see?
which is 27.5, by the way.
Is it really?
27.5 Omahas throughout
What's
the game.
Omaha?
That's what it's
Oh,
paid,
come
man.
on.
Oh,
What have
God,
you been
Doug.
under a
Oh,
rock?
yeah,
Wow.
Sorry.
Doug, you know it's football, right? The Super Bowl is a football game. You did not-
Omaha's the audible.
Omaha is not
Well, it depends,
Omaha is
actually.
not the
There's
capital
several
of
things.
Nebraska, in case
Yeah,
you were wondering.
yeah, no
Lincoln
kidding.
is.
Lincoln
No
is.
kidding.
Thank you. Okay, so the first bet, Doug and I pulled up a whole bunch of bets, and you can bet things from like who scores first, what the score is going to be, the total number of touchdowns, what the score is going to be in the first half. Is there going to be a score in the first 7 minutes, 30 seconds
Wait,
of the first
Jelly's
quarter?
getting out his smartphone. You
Heavens.
can't cheat.
So
I'm not cheating.
So, all right.
I'm a busy man. believe it or
Doug,
not.
in order, what we're going to do is we're going to save the game, and we're picking the game with the spread this time, gentlemen, just to make it clear.
Okay.
Okay, not that we condone gambling in any way whatsoever.
Absolutely not.
But we're going to save that for last. So, and we're going to save the under and over because I think
Okay.
total points is important too. So, Doug,
Okay.
give us one of the first prop bets that we picked.
Is the coin toss going to be heads or tails?
Okay, this confuses me because
Really,
I'm
it's
pretty
two
sure
choices.
Well, no, they don't they not do heads and tails anymore?
Yes, they do.
Isn't it like
They you still
the
call
Ravens
it-
are one side and the
yes, but you still call it heads and tails in the
Oh,
Super Bowl.
Okay,
You still
all
call
right.
heads and tails.
Okay, all right.
So where are you going?
I'm going
And you're-
heads, and the reason for that is because I guess the last 3 years it's been tails.
Yes.
So I'm going heads.
You know, each one is an independent event, and it doesn't really matter that way. That's the whole.
I like my odds. All right.
Mr. Football.
Your odds are the same.
Heads is always lucky, and I'm feeling lucky, so I'm going with heads.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, John.
Tails.
You always
do
feel
it.
the opposite.
And I will
Do
not
it.
explain
Do it, Doug.
why.
And I'm going with heads.
Obviously, this
There
is
you go.
like there's a science in this and stuff. And,
John, this
and
is one
we've
of the-
looked at statistics and stuff. This is really.
This is one of the stupidest things I've ever
Oh.
done in my life.
Mr. Football, what time does your Super Bowl party start? Because I'll come over and like yell at you when it's tails and laugh.
2 o'clock, John.
All right, I'll
here
be
we
there.
are. Who scores first?
Ooh.
Am I
Kyle.
going first? Am I the new guy? So I have to go
Well,
first?
yeah, because
You're
you're doing it
picking
for
for
Tim.
Tim.
You're-
I think
You're-
Denver.
you're-
I think Denver is going to
Score first?
Score first.
Okay. Mr. Football?
I'm going to revert, and not only am I going to say Seattle, I'm going to say Russell Wilson rushes one in.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's
Okay.
Oh,
specific.
so now he's being very
very
specific.
specific.
John?
I'm actually going to go with Denver.
Okay. And I'm going with Seattle. I agree with Mr. Football.
Oh man.
I bet they're going to get that, and everybody's going to go, uh-oh, right? When Seattle scores first.
Probably not.
Okay.
I don't think people
Hater,
go,
man.
oh, during the Super Bowl.
Okay. How about this one? My favorite subject. Will Richard Sherman get a taunting
Nice.
penalty?
Yes.
Mr. Football?
No.
John?
No.
I
He is
say
not
no
the
also.
classless thug you think he
Well,
is.
no, that's true, but
He
I
is-
think the refs are honing in on him.
Yeah, but
So-
did you read the LA Times article about his dad?
I don't read anything but
Yeah, that's good.
hometownstation.com.
Okay, but you guys didn't repost that? You should have, because it was a really good article.
I didn't see it. No.
His dad is a LA sanitation department
Oh, yes, I
worker.
did actually.
It gets
I
up
did
at
see that.
3:45 every morning. Richard Sherman had a 4.42 at Dominguez,
That's
Compton
true.
Dominguez
I
Hill.
actually sent Doug.
Went to
I
Stanford.
sent Doug an article.
Thank
about that.
you.
I did.
And Doug's going, oh, he's still a thug. Mr. Football, tell him he's wrong.
I said it didn't excuse his behavior on that particular day.
I think the Broncos are going to be the one because of retaliation.
I think that's
okay.
I think that's a good
All
point.
right.
All right, John, what do you want to finish these now or after the break, the last two?
Why don't we take a break? Why don't we actually let's talk a little bit about the game. We'll save the last two good ones. We got a little bit.
Oh,
of
we got
time,
some more
don't we?
prop bets. Okay.
Don't we have some time, Doug? Yeah, before the break.
I'm
All
not the
yep.
board op. So.
Mr. Football, what do you think of the game? Do you think it's going to be as? I mean, there's a lot of points to be scored. There's a lot of people saying, "Oh, it's going to be a big blowout for Denver," and I'm not so sure. I think it's going to be a close game throughout. What do you think?
Well, everybody's honed in, obviously, on the Seattle secondary versus the passing attack of the Broncos. The matchup I'm keying in on is the Broncos front seven versus Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Now, I think that he's going to use his legs more than he has the entire year, and I'm going to put myself out there and say he's going to have over 100 yards rushing.
Oh.
Because
The quarterback?
the quarterback, correct, because I think they're honed in on Marshawn Lynch.
They got to stop. If they don't stop Marshawn Lynch, they're not going to win the game. Period.
They're gonna force Seattle to pass the ball, and I think, albeit I've been critical of Denver's secondary this entire postseason, everybody shows up for the Super Bowl, and I think Russell Wilson knows that, and I think he's going to put it on to him to make some plays.
Tell that to the Buffalo Bills.
Uh-oh.
Yeesh. Hey.
Oh.
No? Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Without their helmet. Thank you. As a Redskins fan, I remember that. Thank you for that.
Okay.
Sorry. Mr. Jellyman and I were having a moment.
Yeah, sorry. That was a weird
Carry on
moment.
amongst yourselves. But, all right, so everybody can hang on until after the break because Doug's sitting there staring at the clock going.
He's got something going on.
I know.
He's upset.
He's upset about something. Doug, you okay?
I'm fine.
Am I hanging out or am I getting kicked out?
Are you taking us out, Doug?
No, you are. One more.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I can do it, yeah.
He can stick around.
Okay.
I told everybody they're sticking around.
We're so honored to have you on.
Oh, I appreciate
All right,
that.
you're listening to Gazette Radio with Doug and John and our special guests, Mr. Football, and this guy. Santa Clarita's hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. We'll be right back.
You and your